Number 27. Learn English with Ariana Grande. Been through some bad shit. I should be a sad bitch. The word shit has many meanings and you probably have heard it many times. In case in cases like this one, it has the same meaning as thing. Maybe you know that in 2017 there was a terrorist attack during one of her shows. In addition, 1 year later, her ex-boyfriend Matt Mueller died from an overdose. Ariana acknowledges how these tragic situations should have emotionally scarred her for life. The word bitch is a very common insult for a person, usually a woman. However, this word can also be used to empower a woman. So, in a feminist context, it can indicate a strong or assertive woman that might make men feel threatened. Got matching diamonds for six of my bitches. When speaking informally, it is very common for natives to remove the auxiliary verb have and even the subject. So instead of saying, I have been through some bad shit, Ariana just says, been through some bad shit. Who would have thought it turned me to a savage? Woulda is a common slang contraction of the words would and have used in informal speech. This type of contraction also happens with other words such as should have, shoulda, could have, coulda. The collocation who would have thought is simply a way to show an unexpected outcome. For example, who would have thought it would be warmer in Sweden than Spain in spring? If you describe someone as a savage, you are saying that the person has a wild and ferocious nature. As an adjective, this word could mean cruel or brutal. Ariana is saying that instead of becoming a sad person because of all the traumas he has experienced, she fully recovered and instead became a powerful woman. Rather be tied up with cords and not strings. The phrasal verb tied up means to be kept occupied or attacked, and it can be used as a synonym for busy. She refers to the phrase no strings attached. This means that something is available without any catch or prerequisite. They are giving away a free iPhone to the winner, no strings attached. So Ariana simply means that she would rather be busy with calls or in other words work than be busy with a committed relationship with someone. Write my own checks like I write when I sing, yeah. My wrist stop watching. My neck is flossing. It is common for natives spoken English to remove the final G in gerunds. For this reason, you probably notice that in written songs, natives tend to use an apostrophe instead of the final G. Natives rather it this way to imitate the way they speak during normal conversations, where, for example, instead of saying watching, they say watching. To be flossy is a slang word that means to show off expensive things. If you hear this whole song, you will notice that it is mostly about Ariana showing off her riches. Make big deposits, my class is popping. Popping is a slang word that means stylish or sexy. Here Ariana is referring to Lil Mama's hit song Lip Gloss. You like my hair? Gee, thanks, just bought it. I see it, I like it, I want it, I got it. The word "gee" is a very popular slang that's used in the US. It comes from the word cheese, which originated as an inoffensive alternative to the word Jesus, as a way to show exclamation. English speakers usually modify words that they involve religious figures such as God and Jesus. So instead of saying God, natives say gosh. And as I've previously mentioned, instead of saying Jesus, they say gee or cheese. A 90s baby K, K, uh, a 90 baby's catapulted into this cloud of polished pop dust. Someone who was born in 90s, 1990, 1999 could be called a 90s baby. As Ariana was born in 1999, she calls herself that. You can also hear the phrase 90s kid which refers to the generation that was born in 80s and went through their youth in the 90s. Also, it is important to mention that this phrase not only gives information about the decade when a person was born, but it also tells you about the characteristics of his generation. For example, I was born in 1989, so I'm an 80s baby, but it's probably more accurate that I'm an 90s kid. If someone or something is catapult, catapulted, catapulted, through the air, they are thrown very suddenly, quickly, and violently through it. He was catapulted into the side of the van. Polished pop dust. If you polish something, you rub it with a cloth to make it shine. For example, a polished wooden table is bright and it has a smooth, shiny surface that reflects light. This term can also be used metaphorically to refer to something that has been perfected. For example, if you say that you are polishing your technique, performance, or skill at doing something, you mean that you are working on improving it. So by saying this phrase, Ariana is saying in a quite poetic way that she considers herself to be a young girl that has suddenly been thrown into the world of pop music. And then 6 million different personalities sang a bunch of harmonies together. That's how I would describe myself. Again, Ariana is choosing metaphorical words to refer to the millions of fans that listen to her music and sing her songs. It is interesting to mention that by referring to them by the term personalities instead of people, she is implying that every fan is unique as they all have their own personalities. In this industry, a lot of people can tell you, I think that you have to just listen to what's inside. Instead, I think I kind of learned that the more authentic and genuine it is, the word authentic describes something that's real and is opposed to the adjective fake. I it could have been it could have used as a synonym to genuine as genuine things or people are true or real. Something that's authentic and genuine doesn't pretend and always shows their true self. The better it will work for you. I think I kind of learned that the more. So she didn't say it like kind of. It blends together and sounds almost just like one word, kind of. Furthermore, in American English, the earth sound often contrasts to just an earth sound. So we will even hear natives say kind of. Let's some example. Matter, gutter, leader. The better it will work for you. I never truly feel like, okay, now I have made it, now I can stop. It's gonna take such a long time for me to ever reach that satisfaction. I'm very grateful to be here. And that kind of overpowers at any of the negative elements that come with fame, I guess. To overpower means to defeat someone by having greater strength of power. Okay, that's it.